I'm not even sure what I did was possible. I didn't know that this is something that could happen.
Before I show you the completion, or give you my thoughts on this level, I want to take you on a little journey to show you how I got to this point. If you're not interested, feel free to skip to the completion, see my reaction to my completion, yada yada. I'm sure you've seen completion videos before. If you haven't, well, hi. Welcome to the video. Hope you enjoy. But with that said, please enjoy the journey to beating my first extreme demon, Reverie. Yes, yes! Shut up, please. Please. Thank you. $62! Okay, you can stop shutting up now. Thank you. That happens so often. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm about to send that fucking $100 over there. Cause I want a sandwich, right? But I also want to get marshmallows, right? But I also want to get sugar cookies. Oh god.
Bat.
Don't call me that. Alright, how much is left today? Oh boy, wait,
At that point, just order them. Ah, fuck. Damn it. Fuck. Yes. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh. I did it. Okay. I was like, again? Fuck! 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 Oh god, is this real? Am I real? Probably. Okay, if I can pass like 50, I'll probably stop. Yeah. Dude. Look. fuck again! No, 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 no! God. The fucking. Calm down. Felt so uncomfy. What? Fuck! Oh my, I'm so consistent. No! Fuck, it hurts. Let me start. No, it's not how you spell start. Fuck.
You know, you recommend me some of the best levels. I have the worst luck ever. I also just like suck at the game, so like half the levels you like recommend are like these are good, and then I suck anyways.
What happened with playing Karma?
I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I honestly, I couldn't get to the drop like once.
Oh.
After like I got to 50, and then I could never get to the drop again.
Okay, give me a moment.
It just wasn't. It wasn't fun for me
Hey,
because.
hang on. Live? Okay, keep going, I guess. Why? Ah, the fucking ship at 70.
Ah.
Just before the burner. And it's hard as hell. Died there
There's no.
twice
If you
today.
just click where you're supposed to, you'll beat it.
Damn. Well, ship it click where you're supposed to as best as you can at random.
Fair.
Not really, but I haven't really learned click patterns for it. It's too open. My only strategy is to stay away from the slopes at all costs.
No,
Ah.
What? I did the fucking ball.
Oh, God, the orbs! God! Fuck. Fucking, no, it's not your fault, Echo. I'm just like, okay, with all due respect, that timing sucks. I'm just pissed because I felt that I could do better. What is, bro? Why am I so consistent? I gotta go to work in like 2 hours. I don't have to go to work in 2 hours, but I have work in 2 hours. Like, I have to leave at 1. Evil last day, bro. I get to think about this for 7 hours while taking orders. Stop. Wait, come on! Stop! Ah, lags like, holy fuck. Stop that. Ah, I got bugged! Ah, got bugged at the rainbow part. Just
serious? Ah, my god, whatever. Dude, I am passing that fucking part so much. Why? This is torture. I'm brute forcing nerve control, so maybe that's good. Session is the best I've probably had in this game ever. Like, whenever I would play Firewall, I would not even pass, like, the 40s in my runs, like, sessions.
Hey, awesome. That's what I expect at 80. What are we doing? Pop-up's like, I love coding my game in a way where it doesn't work.
Make sure your thread priority is set to high.
I don't. It doesn't even matter though. Like,
It
last
does for
night I
mine,
didn't
huh?
get a single lag spike until that one where that was like really bad. Yeah, I just don't have it set to high because I don't know. I worry my computer might kill itself.
Whoa, hey, calm down. Fuck, no! Not even a good attempt! Fuck, 84!
Oh, what?
That's the last part.
Holy shit. Like, I've always kind of like despised Bloodbath. Everyone's like, I love Bloodbath. Like, it's kind of boring. Always has been.
Everyone agrees, I think, yeah.
Everyone who, like, even when it was at the top one, I like looked up Bloodbath and I was like, what is this shit? People who beat it are like, it's very cool to see some people beat it, but I'm like, really? Like, why put yourself through that agony? I mean, there's like a million other extremes that are probably better.
I think it's cool how it stayed super popular even, like, 10 years later.
Now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 10 years was like in September, right?
Yep. I think so. I wasn't in the community at the time.
I was already in the community, but like, I low-key didn't care. I saw the video and everyone was like, oh my god, new hardest level ever, and I looked at it and I was like, dude, this is not possible.
Yeah,
I low-key thought Riot was hacking.
he's beating other hard stuff. He was the Red Bull Rebirth guy.
I know. I'm saying in general though, like I just thought he hacked Bloodbath. I'm like, this is not real. Daniel run. What the fuck? Really? That I had to have hit a frame perfect. No way. I jumped too far. I'm not even sure what I did was possible. I didn't know that was something that could happen.
I made it! I made it! Oh my god! What? I made it! Oh my god! I made my first extreme!
That came out of nowhere. What?
Fuck! I did it!
So this part of the video will be dedicated to giving my thoughts on the gameplay, such as things I liked about it or things I could see as being learny or unfun to a new player. I'll also discuss my personal experience and finish off this half of the video by giving it a final enjoyment score. I'll then give my thoughts on if a player should try and beat it. I'll put timestamps in the video if you don't want to see any particular section, like if you're interested in a certain part of gameplay, or if you just want to know if you as a new player should go for it. Whatever you want, I've tried to make it as convenient as possible to navigate the video. But yeah, enjoy. When I first started this level, I thought this pre-drop was gonna be a barrier that would prevent me from beating the level. Its timings were initially really awkward, but by being forced to play this part over and over, it actually got really consistent. Once I got the hang of this part, I had a really high pass rate of it. I would pass this part constantly, and then get to the second part, then die to that third part that I'll talk about later. But yeah, I'd get pretty consistent at it, you know, compared to how I thought I would do it in Extreme Demon. As for the part itself, everything in this part is so fun. It flows really well. It moves to the music in a really fun way, even if it's initially super awkward. I gotta say that ship part near the end really used to cause trouble for me, but honestly, once I got better at this part, I never really died to it. That can be said for pretty much any part of this section. Like, the only realistic complaint I could have about this part, even when I beat the level and got consistent with everything, was the spider orb timing thing near the end. Like, I swear I would still die here, I would get consistent, and I'd come here and I perish here every time. The stupid, like, click and release thing, whatever. This may be a hot take, but I hate timings that are framed where you have to click and release super quickly, especially as the spider, because you'll buffer and you'll go pew and you'll die, and it's, ugh. Naturally, like everything else in this part, I got consistent at it, but early on, I would die like crazy to this spider in this part a lot. But for how consistent this part gets, it's actually a really fun pre-drop that never got boring. This part is perfect! Absolute cinema. Now, okay, to be fair, it's probably the easiest part of the level, but this part does what it should do in this section of the level, in my opinion. It should be consistent, and you shouldn't die here too often, ideally, to call the level still fun, you know? You want this part, this section, to be consistent, at least, ideally in a level. I like that. Every click in it feels really good, and every click is super consistent, syncs well. I never really died here, ever. One section of this part I'm really fond of, for some reason, is these two chain swing copter inputs that make you go ooh when you do it. It's really fun. So the only issue I take with this part, despite it being incredibly consistent, is going to be that spam part near the end with all the red orbs that we can go brrr. You gotta click faster than you think, and it flashes during the last click, so sometimes I would think I cleared the spam, but it was during the flashing transition, so I actually died at the very last input. Pretty frustrating, but I still love this part. Loved passing it super often. I was like, whoa, I'm so good at the game, even though it's really easy. Well, now that you get to the super consistent part, this is a part I really struggle to get consistent with. Even when I pretty much was like at the point of going to beat the level, I'd still die here a lot. I could get pretty mind blocked on this section in particular. Another noteworthy thing about this part in general is it's probably one of the learniest sections of the level. There's so many clicks that require you to buffer or hold in a certain way, or you gotta do clicks and then hold again. That doesn't mean it's inconsistent, that just meant it was hard for me to figure out initially. I found out I was doing things wrong a lot, and I'd have to change my muscle memory, and it was a constant learning process for this part. The only thing that did not get consistent about this section was the wave sections. It's just, I'm unbalanced because a majority of the levels I beat before this level in particular had pretty easy wave sections because I never liked dying to wave sections when I was worse at the game. The only level I can think of that had a somewhat difficult wave section that I can remember beating is Firewall by Heinz, I guess. But even then, those waves and that level are, I don't know, it's not known for being that hard. For this part, the last 4 clicks at the end got me a lot more than I'd like to admit. But listen, it's not my fault, okay? They move into you instead of being static and consistent. I don't know why gameplay creators have to make this thing where the parts move in. Just have them there and then move other stuff in. It's really annoying. It's not a skill issue, guys. Please, it's not. So once you pass that wave part and you click fast at the part that you don't really need to click fast on, but it's really satisfying because it goes to the song, you go, you keep going, it's fun. You get to the halfway point. This part is really easy, but it's so good at building nerves, and that's why I love it. The song goes all peaceful and quiet. The background is beautiful, even though I played it on low detail mode, so you can't really see that. The choice of it being a ship game mode is quite good because it requires you to really focus on where it's going. Even though the part's not too tight, you still gotta concentrate, make sure the ship's not doing stupid things. I really died at this ship part, but really passing it would always make me nervous because all the parts after it are where the level gets serious. That's where all the actual difficulty is, in my opinion. Super mega 1 million object part. It's quite interesting to play actually, but the best word I can really find to describe it as a whole, it's awkward, very awkward. The thing about this part that it's weird is that the first little input maneuver that you have to do, it's a hold. At least I think it's supposed to be a hold, but sometimes the hold would kill you. I don't know if that's because of clip before frames or 2.2 screamy. Whatever it was, it randomly killed me when I would hold into it, and then other times it wouldn't kill the part. I mean, in the completion I passed it, so I can't really complain that much about it in hindsight, but I don't really know what causes the bug, and I still don't know. It'd make it so hard to practice, because sometimes I'd launch the level and it just, that part wouldn't work right. And I refuse to adjust my muscle memory for a bug that happens 25% of the time. But besides that, the part's got these awkward flying sections and these cube timings that are kind of hard to see. You gotta really practice this part. This is the part I probably had to practice the most because it didn't make sense to me. I'd think I'd have to buffer here, but then I'd have to time that, and really odd initially. But once you do it, it feels really good, like most things this level. But I know people probably want me to comment on the slopes near the end. I've heard some people comment about that, but to me it's just really consistent, and it's funny that they slam you into place. It's easy, it's fun, at least in my opinion. I don't know, nothing to really complain about for that ship thing. But I mean, in general, just passing this part always felt really good. Dying to it sucked though. Like now in hindsight, I don't think I ever really got upset dying here too often. It was more when I died after this, but that's just because dying far is hard. You get nervous. So, looking at the wiki of this level, Ocular Miracle as a whole, it notes this next part being a bit easier than the last one, but I don't really agree with that, even if this section was probably the most practiced section of the level for me. I mean, I guess there's less timings in it overall, and maybe it's shorter, so you got less gameplay, but I don't know. Doing this while nervous was really difficult for me. There's a particular click in the UFO that's really fun. It's difficult. It's hard to see where exactly you need to click. You kind of just have to feel it out. It's really uncomfortable initially. It looks cool, it plays well, but wow, it's hard. At least for me it was. It used to kill my runs early on all the time here if I would practice the earlier sections. I still like it. It's actually still quite a consistent part despite that random choke point UFO click. And the section itself culminates with the very, very hard ship part in my opinion. It's really hard to read where to go here, and there's these evil slopes that can randomly screw with your momentum in a way that's not fun. You don't want anything to do with those. You want to stay far away from them. They're going to touch you, and you don't like that. You're not cool with that. It was really hard to learn where you need to go in this part. At least for me it was. I did get an input method, like I'd have a route that I'd follow, but I'd still be... It's so chokeable, because if your ship moves in a weird way you're not prepared for, you're dead. At least I was. While getting here and dying here always sucked, it was always fun, because this part is honestly one of the most consistent. I don't know if it's because I practice it or if it's just good gameplay. I think it's just probably the most consistent gameplay in the level. Everyone knows this part. If you've been in the Geometry Dash community, I'm sure you know the part. It's the one where it goes, "Banana!" Getting here feels pretty much as cool as it looks, but my god, my nerves would absolutely spike here. But this is only, I think, because of my luck with this part. There's these awkward string of orbs that you have to navigate, and I died at this string. I think it was 2 or 3 times, whatever it was. I died here more than I wanted to, and it was extremely frustrating because I never found a consistent way to get these inputs in. It's just I would time one thing and then there was for buffers, I guess. It didn't make sense to me, and pulling it off, it's kind of off sync, so it kind of bugs me, but doing it is satisfying. It's weird. Whatever it is, you pass it eventually and you get to the last part. The last part. Given the fact that the level itself is a pre-drop of Exit the Earth's atmosphere, getting close to the actual drop is pretty intense, and my nerves always reflected this fact. Every time I'd get to this part, which was twice, I would be freaking out. I had never felt this nervous playing the game at all since I beat Dream Travel, which is like a 7-minute travel level. For me, as a whole, even practicing that, this was the hardest part. This is the most skill-based part in the level. For me, it was, at least. It's got tons of timings everywhere. The wave inputs took a bit for me to get consistent at, and the ending ship takes a lot of control, and you have to be in control of your ship, otherwise you're gonna die, and there's a straight fly at the end that can test, like, if you were really in control of your ship that whole time. And there's this one pink orb click that's, oh, it's evil. Just look at it. Look what you gotta do. You gotta hit that blue thing and then you hit the pink thing. It's like, you don't have to play the game to know that this click is gonna kill you at some point. It killed me a lot. The wave part before the string of wave inputs, it flashes you. It goes bang and you can't see it, and it's, and the ending ship itself, it's so hard. Ugh. But is this part fun? Oh yeah, it's extremely fun. Especially the fact that a part like this that's so skill-based and timing-based is near the end. While maybe for some that'd be frustrating, I can tell you I was not happy to die here, but passing it, it feels amazing because it's not too much harder than everything else to where it feels insurmountable or impossible to accomplish. It's at that point where it's just the sweet spot, where it's the hardest part, and passing it gives you such a great high. I can only imagine how it feels in Ocular Miracle. So, you know, we've walked through the gameplay, what I think of it. Let's just talk about my experience with the level as a whole. I really can't remember what brought me to play this. I don't remember when I learned of it being upgraded to Extreme. I think what happened is I added this level to my list of demons to beat someday, and I looked at it, and sometimes I'd go through my demon list and do practice runs of levels randomly and be like, oh, I'll play this for a bit. But I played it, and something about it got pretty consistent pretty early on. So consistent, in fact, that I decided to go for it. This level was a journey to beat. But what amazes me is how fast of a journey it was. I mean, yeah, it took me about 10,000 attempts or so to beat the level, but this was done in a very short span of time for me, at least, compared to my experience with other levels. Like, I beat this level in 2 weeks. The learning process was done, and then the beating process was done in 2 weeks, which is crazy for me, especially as a college student and a guy who works. I was amazed. This level in general taught me something about Geometry Dash. It doesn't have to be miserable, it can be a fun game. It taught me that I can get stuck on places that seem impossible to pass, but when that happens, you really just gotta keep trying. Maybe not in the same way, maybe not just play from zero all the time, maybe do some runs in places you aren't comfortable with, but it's doable. It took me 5 years of playing on PC to get to the point where I could even beat an Extreme Demon. I mean, I had time on mobile, playing on mobile during my time preparing for high school, but I mean, that's hardly relevant for my overall skill. And in that time playing Geometry Dash, I made a friend through the game. Eventually, they passed my skill level, while I felt I wasn't getting better at the game myself, and I felt stuck. Every time I played the game, I would compare myself to them. I'd make myself feel worse. Every time I'd play the game, I felt it would lead to nothing because they were beating stuff so fast, but I wasn't. So, I wasn't having fun, so what did I do? I took a break. A very long break. I guess I'd make layouts. I wouldn't really finish them, or if I did finish them, I wouldn't decorate them. I do practice run on levels, but I never really felt good enough at the game to want to commit to a level and try and beat it because I felt it would take too long, or my attempt count would be too high and I'd be shameful. I don't really know what about this level made me keep playing it. I guess I have a better friend now to escort me through the game around my skill level. At least I think they're a better friend to play with because they're not quite too far away from me. We're kind of in the same zone of skill, so it feels good to play with them, to progress with them at the same general time. I guess the fact that my friend and I were both going for our own extremes, he was going for an extreme called Time Pulse and I was going for Reverie, it made the bad days a lot easier for me. So, fun fact about my completion of this level, my friend Echo actually ended up getting like 60 on the Extreme Demon he was trying to beat, as I beat it, as you can probably hear during the completion, and I think that same day he actually beat the level, so that's his new hardest, and I got my new hardest, so yeah, we both got a new hardest in the same day, and I think that's pretty neat. One thing about my experience with this level is that my friends kind of discouraged me from playing this. You know, they don't really play Geometry Dash, but they kind of could see how angry the game made me in the past, and how angry I would sometimes see with the level itself, so they'd really encourage me to stop playing, but it didn't work. If anything, kind of encouraged me to keep playing, because I was making progress. I wasn't getting as mad as I used to, so I was like, who care? I keep going anyway. My mindset with this level was much better than I thought it would be. Usually when I would get far in a level, I thought I'd subconsciously, it was like, okay, I'm gonna die at some point, so I should expect it. But it didn't happen with this level. And eventually I beat the level. The mind block period with this level was so short that I overcame the obstacle a lot easier than I thought I would. The wall of not beating an Extreme Demon for 5-ish years fell in 2 weeks. And yeah, I get it. Reverie's not the hardest level ever. It's not the top 1 super mega extreme point of great demon of all time, but and it, you know, maybe one day it won't be an extreme demon anymore and I'll have to beat a new one, but honestly, this level just holds a special place in my heart for making me appreciate this game and for making me appreciate myself for once. It taught me that I can accomplish things, even if it takes me longer than other people to get to the point of doing it. My final enjoyment score for this level is a 9.5 out of 10, for being a fantastic experience with very few lows and many highs. Now, let's talk about if you as a player should go for this. Now, I've seen people slam this level, in particular Reverie, for being boring, inconsistent, weirdly balanced, but for me, it was the perfect first extreme. One thing about this level that might throw you off of it is how difficult it can be to learn all these awkward parts that flow in a strange way. But for me, it wasn't too challenging, and I'm sure you players could beat this a lot faster than I could, even if you haven't beaten Extreme. Especially if you've been insane with similar weird gameplay, I could see you getting through this level much quicker than I did, maybe under 5k attempts for a first Extreme. That'd be pretty good. The level itself isn't too long. It's I think around the 140 mark. It's about the length where it's not intimidating. It still requires good consistency, but that's what you want as a new player getting better at the game. So I argue this level is a perfect first extreme for a new player trying to get into extreme demon grinding. For its length, odd gameplay, and odd balancing, but overall consistent gameplay. Now, is this as good as a first extreme demon as Accu? I don't know, bro. I have zero interest in beating that level. But please do beat this level. Especially if you're good at the game, you're not going to have trouble with this level at all, and you'll get through it in no time. That's all for this video. I don't know where I'm going to go next after beating this, because I have other goals besides getting better at the Spacebar Simulator game. But maybe you'll see more videos like this in the future. Maybe you'll see more videos in general. That'd be cool. Maybe you'd be interested in that. But please do let me know if you like this video. Even if you have no interest in it, tell me that. Like, let me know you got no interest in it. If you want more clip content, let me know. If you're interested in Let's Play content, let me know. If you just want to be funny, let me know. I'm going to read any comment I see and reply to it. Have a good day, night, and I'll see you later. Bye!